Heather Dawson, and welcome to our special Thanksgiving episode. Well, 'tis the season to pack on the pounds. Studies show the average Thanksgiving meal contains more than 3,000 calories, kicking off a holiday feeding frenzy that is estimated to pack some 305 million pounds onto the national waistline by New Year's Eve. Well, if you want to give thanks this Thanksgiving, check out Volunteer Match or the app GiveGab to find ways to get involved based on your availability, including delivering meals to people in need with Meals on Wheels, serving dinner at a homeless shelter, or running in a turkey trot. Now is the time to start planning where your family will spend the holidays. How about a trip to the best city in the world, according to Travel and Leisure magazine? It's been a banner year for San Miguel de Allende as it celebrates its reign as American cultural capital. Let's find out why.
It's no wonder why San Miguel de Allende is considered one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico. Its attractive and cosmopolitan appearance will enchant you, and so will its astonishing appreciation for food. Enjoy a wine tasting and tour of Tres Raíces, one of Guanajuato's Mexican-born vineyards. Then visit the organic gardens of Rancho Trinidad, where you take farm-to-table ingredients into the kitchen with a professional chef in a world-class cooking and dining experience. Experience the family tradition of preserving and perfecting a historical trade of over 100 years in Paño, a recognized bakery and pastry shop in San Miguel de Allende. Experience paradise at Nirvana, the perfect blend of nature nestled on the banks of the Laja River. What better way to experience the magnificence of San Miguel de Allende but from the sky, in a hot air balloon over the beautiful colonial town and the surrounding countryside. With the charming streets, stunning architecture, and vibrant color of San Miguel de Allende, it's no wonder it is ranked so high among travelers. Bringing you the best of travel, I'm Marco Gutierrez.
Food Network star Ted Allen is encouraging families to host Friendsgiving to help end childhood hunger. Here's the details.
When you can't be with family at Thanksgiving, you can celebrate Friendsgiving instead. And in the spirit of Friendsgiving, a charity campaign encourages people to share a bit of their good fortune.
A benefit for NoKidHungry.org. Most people may not know this, but 1 in 6 American kids struggles with hunger issues.
Even a small donation can be a big help for a hungry child.
Just $1 can create up to 10 meals for an American kid. So it doesn't. This is not a big bucks fundraiser necessarily. This is something that anybody can participate in and have a meaningful impact on hunger in America.
The campaign is working to raise awareness because hunger is an invisible problem in this country.
You can't see hunger among people or children, but it exists, and it affects their body and their brain in profound ways.
Visit nokidhungry.org/Friendsgiving to learn how to host your own charitable Friendsgiving event.
And coming up next, we have the best of entertainment with all the holiday movies headed to the box office and streaming. Plus, we've got all the food festivities. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us. Up next, Laura Delutri, home and lifestyle expert, is back with a few holiday recipes your friends and family will love. Let's check it out.
So Delicious Dairy Free, who have been making dairy-free foods and beverages for more than 30 years, have all the products you need to enjoy a dairy-free holiday. According to a study done by SWNS and So Delicious in 2018, over half of Americans are currently trying to incorporate more plant-based meals into their daily lives, and the holidays are no exception. Two popular products include their cult favorite Cocoa Whip and Holiday Nog. Both gluten-free, non-GMO, and certified vegan, Cocoa Whip is the perfect addition to the holidays. It's fluffy and flavorful, and I love to pair it with a slice of holiday pie or use it as a dip for my favorite fresh fruits. And the Holiday Nog allows everyone to enjoy the holiday staple. I like mine with a dollop of Cocoa Whip and a classic sprinkle of nutmeg. Check out SoDeliciousDairyFree.com for recipes so everyone can still take part in those traditional holiday meals.
The holidays can really throw off our routines and normal, healthy habits, leading to glucose swings and the low energy, increased cravings, and the poor sleep that can follow. Joining us with simple ways to stay on track is registered dietitian and author Pamela Nisevich-Bede. She's a 6-time author, has completed more than 30 marathons, and is a nutrition expert with Abbott's Lingo Business. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
So what impact do the holidays typically have on our health and daily routines?
So the holidays are one of our favorite times of year, but it's also one of those times of year where we start to see our healthy habits slip a little bit. We're balancing a lot of priorities, different schedules, different ways of eating, and that impacts how we feel. Because behind the scenes, it's impacting our glucose. Glucose is one of the main energy sources in our body, and the way it responds to food, exercise, stress, and so much more impacts how we feel. Whether that's short term, like our focus, our mood, our sleep, our hunger, or in the long term, like our risk of different health challenges. And why that's important is right now, about 1 in 3 American adults have prediabetes, and many don't even know it. So behind the scenes, understanding what's impacting our glucose, learning how to keep it steady is really important. But you need the tools to do it. So that's what we'll talk about today.
Do you have a favorite strategy that really works for people?
Yes, I like small little shifts rather than complete overhauls. So my first strategy is prioritizing protein. Many of us fall short on protein, especially at breakfast. So on my way out the door, I grab an Ensure Max protein shake with 42 grams of protein. It helps keep me fuller longer and also can help bridge a busy afternoon. I'm adding in more movement, purposeful exercise, movement after the meals rather than crashing on the couch. And then I'm checking in with my own data. So that minute by minute data that I'm seeing on my Lingo app is pointing me in the right direction because everybody's glucose is really unique. So the way I respond to different habits, different health tips is different than everybody else. So it's really fine tuning it.
Well, this has been great information. Where can people go to find out more?
You can find out more at hellolingo.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Pamela.
Thank you.
I don't know, now it's hard. These people are so judgmental, even with this concert, I'm so nervous.
I think when people would see me out at night, they just saw this carefree girl having the time of her life and just looked so happy. But I was young and had no idea the destruction of that innocence was right around the corner.
In the early Y2K days, it was part of the culture to talk down about women.
I knew somewhere deep down that if I listened to all those hateful comments out there in the world, that I would never recover. So I decided to find the light within the darkness. The power of music is indescribable. Music saved my life.
Welcome back to Coast. I'm Lisa Spalla. When a loved one isn't feeling well, finding the right words can sometimes be challenging, especially for children. Joining us here today are best-selling author Sherry Fink and astronaut Kelly Girardi. They are live from the Ryan Seacrest Foundation studios at the Affleck Cancer and Blood Disorders Center in Atlanta to discuss Beyond Words, a new book created to help children better understand empathy and support others. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. We'll start with Sherry. What is the motivation behind the book and how do you see it helping children?
Well, Beyond Words is really an extension of Affleck's heartfelt mission to help kids who are diagnosed with cancer and blood disorders. And what I love the most about this book is that it fills the empathy gap. We've all had people in our lives who've gone through challenging times and we didn't know the right thing to say. And this helps kids realize that you don't always have to say the right thing in order to do the right thing to be a good friend.
And Kelly, the book takes place in space, which might explain why you're part of it. Can you tell us what role you play in the book?
Yeah, absolutely. Aflac invited me to record the audio version of this book and to contribute the forward. Sherry wrote such a beautiful and heartfelt story, and I thought space was really the perfect backdrop and vehicle for this message about bravely confronting the unfamiliar or the unknown. I have an 8-year-old daughter at home as well, and as soon as I read it, I knew that she would really benefit from this message and really love the story, as I think would readers of all ages, with this reminder that, when it comes to showing up for the people that we love and care for, you don't always need the perfect words to show your empathy, kindness, friendship, and support.
What a fantastic job that you guys are doing with the book. Where can we find out more information?
To purchase the book, go to aflac.com/beyondwords, where you will also find the beautiful audio version that was recorded by Kelly.
Yeah, the website has a ton of goodies as well. There's downloadable coloring pages. There's even a section where children can write letters of support and encouragement for families who are navigating this right now, which is such a beautiful touch. So that's aflac.com/beyondwords.
Thank you so much, Sherry and Kelly, for telling us about Beyond Words. And for Coast to Coast, I'm Lisa Spalla. General Hospital stars Jeannie Francis and Maurice Bernard are opening up like never before about their new storyline. In Maurice's latest State of Mind podcast, Jeannie shares what makes this arc so meaningful to her and why it's resonating with GH fans. Here's a look.
They put together this brilliant story that I am loving so much. And they knew how much I wanted to work with you. And I said, there's all kinds of loves. There's all kinds of love stories.
Yeah.
They're not all romantic.
No.
And I think that there's a chemistry there with us. So I wanted them to write that.
And even the last time we worked, we were both on the same page because I said, did you notice? And you're like, we were really talking to each other. But there's talking and then there's really talking.
And we really talk. And I think that that's because Jeannie and Maurice really talk.
Yeah.
And there's an unspoken thing there that I say, I use the text with other words too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in this scene that we're talking about, both of us left the text and came back. Because we went with the life of the scene and the life of the emotion. You were so 100% in the moment and so 100% focusing.
Yeah.
And I've talked to you about my stuff before.
Yes.
And in that scene, I was worried about what's going to be my way into this scene because they did the last scene first, which I hate. And I realized that my way in to that scene was about trauma. I've had trauma in my life. I've relived trauma in my life, and I know what happens. I'll tell it very quickly. It was summer. We're with our kids, and we're at the lake, and every family's at the picnic table, and I'm standing there, and I want to go to the picnic table with the family, and I want to talk to the family, but I can't. I'm frozen. I can't get to the picnic table. Let's talk to the shrink. Shrink says, Jeannie, that's trauma. And I realized the moment when I was lost as a child, brought into this house where the people were all drunk and I was a tiny kid and they were sitting at a picnic table, just looked like everybody's laughing and having a great time at the picnic table. And I couldn't talk to them because I was about 2.5 years old. And that frozen moment of, I want to go home and I can't get home. I relived the trauma. So long story short, I tried to tell you in that scene about my trauma and you heard me.
Yeah, yeah.
You heard me and you're like, okay, stay with me. It's, when I've told you of my other stuff, when my depression hits and whatnot. And I was telling you about, I I heard call the police, but then I just got frozen. I was telling you about my trauma and you got it.
Yeah, I got it completely. Yeah.
And you were right there with me, supporting me like Jeannie. It was Jeannie and Maurice.
Yeah, completely. Completely.
And I've never had anybody support me or hear me so fully like that.
Yeah.
And go with me. So it was the most exciting scene I've ever done in my life.
Part 1 of State of Mind with Jeannie Francis is streaming now, and Part 2 drops this Sunday. And it also features a special appearance from Jeannie's husband, actor and director Jonathan Frakes, who you all know from Star Trek: The Next Generation. Check it out on YouTube or wherever you watch your podcasts. And of course, you can watch General Hospital weekdays on ABC.
Hey guys, it's Jason Residlo here at the Las Vegas Convention Center for the 2025 NAB show, otherwise known as the National Association of Broadcasters Show. Come along with me as I go for a tour. Blackmagic Design premiered their all-new advanced digital film camera called the Ursa Cinema 17K with 65mm sensor. Manny Moreno from Small Rig introduced me to their new battery called the X-Touch Smart Triple-Proof V-Mount X99. It comes with a 2-inch high-definition touchscreen and is resilient to both water and dust.
So one of the greatest features about this battery is that it is built and designed to be more rugged, more tough. However, there is extra functions to this battery. One of the things here at Small Rig that we like to have, that we like to give to the end user is control. We want you to be in control of every single thing that you can possibly be in control of on set, so you can have an efficient moving set. One of the new great features on this battery is that we have a new display on it that it is touchscreen. So you can swap between ports, and the reason that that is crucial, so if you wanted to, you can go ahead and touch and hold, and also shut off and completely disable a port.
Meanwhile, SanDisk showed off their new Creator series of solid-state drives, or SSDs. It allows content creators to easily capture, transfer, edit, and back up their media. GVM, also known as Great Video Maker, told me about their new professional LED lights called the All-in-One series. 2 versions of these lights were on display, including the 500 watt and the 700 watt models.
We brought all new products. So I'm next to the All-in-One series. This is what we call AIO. So the difference between our previous version of Pro series of Cobb light, it's these ones reduces the ballast, clumsy ballast, as well as just work with one power cable right into the light, and you get exceptional power out of it. So same build quality as our Pro series, fully aluminum alloy built, very strong yoke, so it's not going to twist or anything. Standard Bowens mount on the front, bicolor output at 2,700 Kelvin to 6,800 Kelvin. This is 700 watt, and this is 500 watt. It's very bright. It's brighter than our Pro series of 650 watt, but it's coming at the cheaper price point compared to the Pro series. So for somebody who doesn't need DMX, somebody who doesn't need other proprietary controls, you can go with the AIO series, and this is very perfect for like someone who's just starting, a beginner. You just need one powerful light. This can cover your video production very well. So that's a lantern softbox is what we call. So the difference between the one up there and the one bottom, this is a regular softbox. So this one have a control light beam to a certain direction. That one, just because of its lantern design, it lights all around it, right? So it's a 360 brightness, and it can cover a larger space, give you a much softer look.
Canon introduced a new optical unit that can be integrated into the UHD Digi Super 122 field box lenses to help create captivating images with a shallow depth of field. The company also displayed their new EOS R50V camera. Bring you the best of Coast to Coast from the 2025 NAB show in Las Vegas. I'm Jason Residlo reporting.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our special Thanksgiving episode, please go to our website. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.